We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny
Hello.
day.
Welcome, all the American people, all the people in the world, and Obamas, and so on and so on. First, I'll congratulate you with that you got your health reform through. I believe that this will be a trampoline for changing the whole American society, every part of it, the school system, everything, military policy, and so on and so on. But it comes later on. The first little thing is also not so good thing. I'll tell you the story. You promised Mexico, the Mexican government, to help them to fight the co-gangs. And you have the experience from so short with the spirituous. You made this spirituosa. When you made abandoned it, you gave the mafia. It existed already. I know, but you gave them. You made a whole population alcoholics, and that gave the power for the mafia to be even greater than it was. You know that story as well as I do. And now you're doing the same. Instead of removing the problem, legalizing the coke. It's. I'll tell you, in other words, you prefer to invest in guns and body bags instead of investing in education, information from school. What can happen if you misuse coke? Nobody. Every young man or woman in the United States, I believe, or a lot of them, has tried with a sniff, and then they get a relaxed relation to it. And the same will happen if you free it. You move away the basis of the problem. So think that over. That's the most stupid you could do, is to abandon something. Then you create new problems. Well, let me go further, but I think that your health reform will be a trampoline to changing the whole American society, and maybe a whole world's policy. But let me go further. Karl Marx, you know him, he said, religion is opium to the people. Why? Because religion makes them dumb and victims of every idiot, no, not idiot, of every who wants to rule them. They are, and it's always the proletariat that pays. You and I, Obama, now talking to you directly, are proletarians. The proletariat only means that we're out of means. We don't produce anything to make speech. It's nothing. There has to be moved, and that's the proletariat, them without means. And think about that at least 3.1, and it's old figures, so it's many more today, of the middle class in the United States that are proletarians now. They didn't own their houses, they can't sell them. That's in the latest, I said that the last time, in my first DVD, and that's the banks' problems. Fuck the banks. It's nothing to do with it. They can't sell those houses. So you can live there for free. And you can spend your free time helping your neighbors, doing everything that you want. They can't take it away from you. They can't sell it. Okay. But I wanted to tell you a story about your religion. Your religion. And I'll start where the most known story about Jesus. See, I don't believe in gods at all, but I believe in Jesus. Contradiction? No, not at all. It comes through a village, you know it better than I do, as good as I do. It comes through a village where a woman is digged down, ready to get stoned to death because she had been unfaithful to her husband. And Jesus says to the crowd, those of you who are without guilt, let them throw the first stones. And we all know what happened. He went on. He didn't stay there. He went on. And they digged her up and sent her back to her husband. And then there's a little side story. I'll return to the point a little later. She went home to her husband. I think I've stolen it from a 1700 philosopher, Jean Lacan, from France, of course. And he said, she went home and said to her husband, if you ever take me for granted again, I'll do the same thing. I'll be unfaithful to you. Think this woman. Then there's nothing more in this story. And say that she put up the demand of love, patience, being a wife higher than her own life. But now back to the point. What is it Jesus does to us? Jesus gives us a choice between good or evil. What did happen? No one in the crowd threw a stone. So the good won. It's not that in reality, in our days reality. Of course not. Everything has changed. A lot of things have changed, but good is